I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Всем привет. Привет. Погнали.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Ага. И так на полной громкости. Все на максимум. О, кто там? Денис, привет. Не заметил. Спасибо. Ну, не пройду, значит намем.
Myself prepared, but that doesn't stop my heart from leaping into my throat. Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. Poison is a nasty affliction. Focus your strength, Arisen!
Это тоже мы знаем. Я уже жалею, что пешком пошел. Он у меня был. Постойте, откуда он делся так? Да, я ему отдавал, но даже у него нету.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might. This is generally used as a material. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Fast arisen, I shan't let you fall.
Well met. Seems our paths cross again. Might I beg your assistance, sir?
Да, подожди. Да, это я знаю. Он и был всегда магом, Лёш.
Much obliged.
Так. Из танка я своего сделал. Основного. Так, задание.
Balls, Master! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. That reminds me. We've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
Ну чё, пошли сопровождать. Вот я про это и говорил. Не хочу с тобой сражаться. Ну, постараемся убежать. Ладно.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Это я знаю все.
Stay with me. Arisen. Wait a moment. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Есть, я лечился, Лёш.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Arisen! I will write!
А их у меня ограниченное количество.
Too slow. Lord save our best will do.
Я это знаю. У меня их сейчас нету. Чем создавать?
divine magic imbue your weapon with the
Да ну,
fury of the
ты
elements.
пошел. Провалю так провалю задание. Сопровождение.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
Все, ладно, система. Ладно, пусть убивают. Смотрим, где там. Я застрял. Понял. Далеко. Я все
This might contain
знаю.
useful information.
Ты мне ничего нового не скажешь.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Always gotta be in the thick of things, mate. I'm in fine prep today.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, you've returned. How splendid! You've the cart reached its destination.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly.
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
Да.
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, Master.
What brings you here?
Interested in my wares?
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff. Delighted to meet you.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. At least I go knowing I fought to the best.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Так, на всякий случай.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you Pray, sir. Teach. I'm after an instructor, see? But if I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such... And this Baron fellow, I suppose you wouldn't recommend him? Many thanks, sir.
Надеюсь. Но мне надо кучу всего еще выполнить. То, что из-за чего я испортил себе. Ага, вот он. Ой, простите.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chest.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken... You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Right you are.
Все, класс. Свое жилье. Чего? Спасибо. Я еще путаюсь в кнопках. Тут.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
И около
It would
какого
seem the Queen
торговца?
Regent has made significant
Спор
alterations to
был.
the chain of command.
Это тут, что ли?
I've no words left for...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? In my line of business, patience is key. Do come again.
It's this way.
О, так, я сошел. Куда я пошел?
Fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight.
А, вот он.
Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to... I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request?
И как думаешь, помочь? Ты бы помог? Этому мальчику. И дал бы ему 1000 золотых в долг. И меня слышно вообще? Лёш, напиши что-нибудь. А, хотя, если ты будешь рассказывать мне пожелал, то слышишь. Ну, это само собой. А ты бы помог бы сам? Ну, 1000 не такие большие деньги, как по мне.
Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again. I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume...
Oh, well, if you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the...
My thanks. I finally have what I came for. And worry not, you'll have your coin back in...
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
This really is fun craftsmanship.
I'm afraid I must be going now. Thank you.
О, как. Ну что, пошлите по обычному квесту пока что.
Your Majesty, your timing is... It is not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants.
А что там показы? А, ну возможно. Хорошо.
Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe that it was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters. What say you? I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine. Next is Half Village. Finally, there
'Tis our duty to bring the...
There is much we ought to attend to. If we are, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own... Would that I could undertake the task myself. But my station... What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time.
Come, I'll lead the way.
There is much we ought to attend to. If we are... Of all those who serve the Queen... I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa, and many a time...
Я это уже проходил, поэтому я скипаю быстро.
What say you? I've prepared a means for you to... This mission demands that should you be discovered...
Onward to Burnworth Castle.
fancy a look at my wares?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Ну, надеюсь, я правильно иду.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Our soldiers need better training.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today. Got to keep moving.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Is aught amiss?
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
I'm ready for the trouble.
Pray, do not impede me, sir.
Ладно, я что-то...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are
Можно
less fleet of
подождать
foot.
тут. Вот он, по-моему.
We shall remain here.
Mind?
You are the Arisen, yes?
Вот, наконец-то, скрипт сработал.
Captain gave me your description. Follow me. Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to...
Эх.
This is quite a quandary. Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
Ну.
What?
Leave off! I hasten home, were this not my duty.
I mustn't let the captain see my means.
Must hold out till someone comes. What's your problem?
If you've naught of consequence to say, hush up, or be gone. Have you found me a place with plentiful tomes yet? Come to embroil me in your affairs, have you? I'd sooner be left alone. I fear my legs shan't carry me out of here. Pray, do not in...
My knees have been acting up of late.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Может, так тебя освободить получится. Я все равно хотел тебя освободить.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
And have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows, or Jesus arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem this reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. Does that ring? I suspected as much. Then we are done here.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
Of course! The answer was staring me right in the face.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? I suspected as much.
Я что-то натворил.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
I'm not putting up with this. Just how I like it. Still waiting on that report.
Или я что-то не понимаю?
Boy, that's not on.
Да, я, скорее всего, забаговал игру опять.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir. But there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
Система. Опять заново придется начинать сохранение с этого. С отдыха последнего, а последний отдых далеко опять был. Да я уже устал. Вот, все, ура.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. It was never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke, but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the... Could Mother have had a hand in that?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me?
Then start searching, you fool. Should...
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this room turned up little of interest. I'll head out first and speak with the center. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll would clear my head.
Все, ура. Сейчас что-то пошло очень много не по плану. Пойдем тогда отдохнем-то дома.
It is good to be reunited.
Просто вот этого задания, которое сейчас пытался выполнить, там надо было более красив. Надо было сразу одеть это все, шлем, чтоб не узнали. По крайней мере, мне так кажется теперь. В прошлый раз я его одел.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
А, он наверху, я знаю. И где ты его увидела?
I heard a rumor that this land was once a king.
Shall we get some rest then?
Ух ты! Ух ты!
I fought many battles on my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes unmatched. I
feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
If we've the item in hand, we ought not keep the recipient waiting.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that are waiting.
I knew it to be so.
Ну дай-ка я продам все ненужное. То тяжеловат он стал, по-моему. Ну да.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So for you, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing. To tempt us with. Our funds are better.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I never imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so... And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping. My mother has always procured things I covered for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held up. Which reminds me, I owe you. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of... Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
Лечилками, да, закупимся.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
The person we seek isn't here. Perhaps we'd best come back later?
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In.
Обманул. Он 200 только отдал, а не 1000.
We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start your... Come back any time. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no, this alone can prove little. But 'tis clear that these schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain him. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in...
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen... While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made it for some time now. It seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into... Yet 'tis strange. For sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false...
This way, if you please.
Да нет, он у губ почти.
Well met, sir. Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
А вот она.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Так, предметы.
Fancy a look at my wares?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Не понимаю, где вы говорите. Сундук.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Так, купить. Подожди, Лёш. По-моему, там 4 меча надо купить. По заданию одному челу. Это мне нужно. А ты думаешь, стоит им фонарики купить? Сейчас подожди, еще предметы. Гнилый картофель. Ну, предметы.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Они рано или поздно уйдут, я ничего покупать не буду, кроме своего. И зачем я покупал? У них у всех есть.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Лёша, Лёша.
Stop by again soon.
Нет, ну зачем им покупать, если у них и так есть?
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Пойдем-ка отдохнем. Не то одно из заданий. Навещать дом.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
What?
Не, это не так работает.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Let's see. What can we do without?
What should I do? What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just... The problem is, I can't... Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
Over here!
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you? Few can afford perpetual generosity. If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Isn't the dragon, but these pests what I'm dead on my feet. Just remember, but I've much to do yet.
No one coming to my rescue.
Нет, надо самому все включать.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
О, цветочки, по-моему.
We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way.
Это ж босс.
Chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to use hasty resistance.
I know not what to say.
А, я хотел пару заданий посмотреть.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time.
Сейчас подойду. Я тут.
As to whether 'twill be sooner or later.
Ну да, какое-то было задание вроде. Сейчас. Это не вот это
That is for
случайно.
the arisen to decide.
Одна из этих частей задания это тут.
Where to next?
Так что... Сохраняемся. И
I
идем.
suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight would... Last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Not in the business of stealing crops, are you?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to
Ой, как далеко.
get their location when we need them most.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use. Seems to me we'll find some rare materials here.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your... I'll go and open the chest.
Лёш, ты еще смотришь?
You'll not live to regret this.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend. Ha! They are right to fear us.
It's the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons sheathed.
Да, я говорил. Я спрашивал, ты смотришь?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Eyes up! Parties are upon us!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
Mm-hmm.
Much obliged, sir.
Так, только жалко от них.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts.
Scared? You should be.
save you!
If you would. Think nothing of it.
Well said.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I do so enjoy the smell of the forest.
Let us hope we make it through without incident. Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist!
Look, Master! Goblins!
Cast the flame before it's too late! I shall take this.
I say we start with the location nearest us. It'll save us a world of effort. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Feast your eyes on this!
Flawless execution.
На
Let us try for
карте
the same result with our next attack.
только.
Goblin!
This bow is as good as flamethrower.
I'll combine my own with yours. You will cast the spell. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Именно.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. I'll save you.
Thank goodness someone has a hand. to lend. You'll not live to regret this.
Is not an enemy to be taken lightly. You must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
Of course.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. I say we start with the location nearest us. It will save us a world of effort. The soldiers delivering freight were last spied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Guy, most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Here, get a
Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering the freight were last spied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
You're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. I'm in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
This one's shaking.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
A material.
Так, не хочу. Думал, можно пробежать будет.
Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. Ingredients are plenty.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip, ere we continue on our merry way.
Major, there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
It is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Так, где тут записка?
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Let me get that.
Impeccably timed, Arisen.
Let them try and stop me.
Let my magics grant you an elemental strength.
I nearly did as duty demands.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. I've got a good feeling about this one.
I'll combine my magic with yours, but you might cast the spell more quickly.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it. There's a cave near here that you haven't explored.
I hope you understand, Elvish Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood. Well worth the effort to break.
When their skulls smashed beyond beyond repair. Bones. Walking bones.
Holy attack will serve us well here.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said.
Concealed passage. 'Twould seem my intuition was right on the mark.
How extraordinary. 'Twould surely have escaped my eye.
A fine showing. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Skeleton Master!
You have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
When their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
The fire must be put out. There are horrid burns. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Right. Just follow me.
Methinks we found aught there is to discover.
Why don't we take a moment to examine our spoils? 'Tis what I look forward to most. Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Вообще не вижу пергамента тут.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
Let me get that.
Protect the shipment! Steel your house! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo!
They're attending the shipment.
Our task is complete.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nereus!
Фу.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
'Tis as you say.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. Be ready. Our foes are armed.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
Think you can run?
Let my magic grant you an elemental healing. That was superb, Arisen!
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Bunch of sluggards. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make you rich?
Let me get that.
Is there no getting through this door?
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Tis rather valuable, this.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
I shall fly to your aid, Master. We cannot break it from this side.
True enough. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh? Did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Profitable endeavor. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different time of day.
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
I feel no difference between waking and sleep.
Always a fresh Everyone's busy with their own affairs. Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust? Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose a...
Hi! Fair, would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? How I envy you. This city is... I long to learn more of the outside world, but she's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only... After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty, subject to harm. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother... Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other enough.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tail bite!
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
What else needs doing?
Это точно, что половину отдал.
Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to find me.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
At last! The moment I've been...
Got any tales to liven up my day?
Our prayers are not heeded. What hope have we?
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, anyhow.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to see one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand. Has Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
We won't get far with naught to go on.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Might have the answers we need. Shall we ask around? I can guide.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Is there aught I can assist you with? Is there aught I can assist you with? It is my duty to devote my life to prayer.
Sends my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Always gotta be in the thick of things, mate.
Don't bother talking to me if you've naught to offer.
You can't help me, can you? No one can.
I'm dead on my feet. None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. To do yet. It's just life.
We have I ought to be getting home.
True faith must come from the spirit.
What brings you here?
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to find...
Always gotta be in the thick of things, mate.
This headache's driving me up the wall, Tiz.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
What might you need?
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
So many choices. Glad I don't have to make them.
Bad luck, sir. That shop's closed today. Best nab a wink at the inn and come round again on...
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant...
Shall we be off? We've a report to make.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
Good. We're here.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Ну все, спасибо, кто смотрел. Я пошел спать. Всем до завтра. Спасибо, кто смотрел. Увидимся завтра. Спасибо, что смотрел, Леша. Споки.